Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, Takara Tomy has a new Transformers Macross crossover figure, Dr. Wu has recolors of some G1 Decepticon cassettes, and somehow M.A.S.K is making a comeback. Today is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025, and this is episode 650 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that knows a big, beautiful disaster when it sees one. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Are you talking about my room? How you doing?
And Darryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Is there a Bill around? Bill? No. Let's talk Transformers.
I'm Charles, Darryl. I'm Charles, not Bill.
Ah.
So of course, we're starting off the show, unfortunately, with some sad news, and we just, heard last week that Jim Shooter, the Marvel editor from the 80s, who was a longtime comics writer and has been in the comics industry for, I think over 60 years, passed away at 73. And I believe he had cancer. So, cancer claims another victim, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, I think the entire comics industry is mourning him, and of course, condolences to his family and friends. And of course, we have, for us, Jim Shooter was the one in charge who helped get the Transformers comic off the ground back in the 80s, and Darryl got the chance to actually interview him a couple of years ago and got the whole story about how that came about. So that was really cool. From I believe it was done in 2022 and we published it like in January 2023 on YouTube. So if anyone's curious about that, that was a great interview. Darryl did a great job there. Yeah, I mean, he had such an influence on comics. I mean, and just the all the classic Marvel era, where the Chris Claremont X-Men, some of the classic Spider-Man, back in the 70s and 80s. He was in charge when all those things were going on. So he had a big influence on Marvel comics in particular, and the comics industry in general. So. And of course, without him, I think Transformers would have been significantly different. So, so we of course we want to give him a little tribute.
Yeah, he was like influential is like the wrong word, but he was absolutely influential when it comes to comic books. The amount of things that are still in use today that he pioneered is unprecedented, like crossovers, that kind of thing. The variant cover that the craze. Was one of the first. He was one of the first to do it. And he did it. Marvel did it by accident. And so, yeah. So, I mean, I believe the first one ever is a Superman cover, from the John Byrne run. But the second one was the, Amazing Spider-Man annual, where Peter and Mary Jane get married. And, so yeah, they did it by accident on that one, where they kind of said, well, we're going to do, the direct edition is going to have one, and the newsstand edition is going to have another, and then what they didn't understand is that collectors were going to buy both of them because they were two different colors, and they sold like gangbusters. So
because we're crazy and stupid idiots
that's
who
right.
keep buying things.
I mean, people were already probably just buying the newsstand and the direct because one had the barcode and one didn't, so they were different.
Yeah. The over the years learning of that, he worked directly under Stan Lee, and was like a protege with Stan Lee. So, learning directly from, the master, was, would have been one hell of an education. But the part that got me when I was learning for interviewing him was that he essentially forced his way into the comic book industry at like 13 years old. He wrote a script for I believe it was like it wasn't Justice League, but it was some kind of other Superman like Action Comics or something like that. I can't remember the title, but he basically sent it in to
It was Legion of Superheroes.
Legion of Superheroes, right? And then they used it. They ended up using it, and it ended up being really good. So yeah,
they didn't know he was 13 at the time.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, they had to get his parents on the phone and kind of negotiate how much they were going to pay him because they thought he was older. But yeah, it was incredible how he kind of like just decided I'm going to do this as a career now, and at such a young age he kind of forced his way in there. It was quite the story, and to my surprise, when we were finishing up my interview with him back in 2022, he just said, was there anything else that you had on your list that you wanted to ask me? And it's in the interview. It's hard to hear, but it's right at the end. And because I'd already shut off my microphone and stuff like that, but the camera microphone still captured it. Was I asked him about the black suit, Spider-Man's black suit, which ended up becoming Venom, and how that kind of came to be, because the story was all kind of convoluted and stuff. But and how it was kind of, the story goes that it was designed by some guy who kind of wrote into Marvel and just said, hey, we should give Spider-Man a black suit and you should be this and it should look like this. And so he kind of went into depths on how that all kind of went down. And yeah, it was a really interesting story that I didn't really know. And to hear it from the horse's mouth was just a treat. Yeah, I couldn't believe that he had passed, and nobody really knew that he had cancer. So I was kind of shook when I heard it.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that's it's always hard to start off a show with when someone passes, but we're gonna continue on and go back to Transformers and try to continue having fun. So on that spirit, let's move on, and we've actually got we're gonna give away some prizes. So it's we've gone to a new month, so we've got the Toyhax prize giveaway that we do every month. So we've got to do our June Toyhax giveaway. Darryl, you have been giving away those Toyhax prizes, right? Those $10 gift codes every month. It's been 6 months this year, so you should have given away 5 prizes already. This will be our 6th prize to give away this year.
Ooh, what's that? You're right.
Okay, great. All right, Jeremy. I know things are a little bit chaotic there for you, but can we get some help from your assistant right now?
Yep. I normally it's routed through sound system, but right now I'm holding my Alexa by the microphone. So, computer, are you ready? Computer, are you ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
All right. Okay, if you can get her to give us a random number between 1 and 67.
Computer, give me a random number between 1 and 67.
Here's a number between 1 and 67. It's 67.
Oh, okay. That goes to Zach, our one PayPal donatron.
Nice.
Hey.
Congratulations, Zach.
Maybe he can
Nice.
buy some stickers and put on his cat.
Oh, another deep cut joke. I like it.
This is episode 650.
Yep, that's right.
Someone's got to celebrate it.
I haven't talked about
Congratulations,
Zach's cat
Zach.
for a long time. Good job, Zach. Somebody will be in contact with you.
Hopefully Darryl, because he's in charge of that.
Who's this Darryl guy? Sounds like a loser.
Can we still blame tariffs for everything?
Yes.
Darryl can't blame tariffs. He's not even in the U.S. And Toyhax isn't in the U.S. either.
But the internet was invented in the U.S.
You're stretching here. You're stretching a lot to give Darryl a plausible deniability.
I'm just trying to help.
I appreciate it.
All right. Well, let's help ourselves to the next segment. So we've got some toys to talk about with quick hits.
All right. And first up this week, we are going to talk about a crossover figure, or I guess a collab that is we finally got some stock images of. So this is the Takara Tomy Synergenex or Synergenex. Yeah, that sounds about right. Series Macross 7 and Transformers Basara Prime. And it is the, so this is the figure that is a cross between Macross 7 and Transformers, and it's called Basara Prime because it is a cross or a combination of Macross 7's main protagonist figure, Basara Neki, and Optimus Prime. Although, if you look at the pictures, the figure kind of more resembles a Rodimus Prime. But either way, you still get the Prime. By looking at the pictures that we've got here, the trailer that it has will open up and become like a stage with speakers and a microphone stand. The figure, Basara Prime, will does have a guitar that it can hold and stand at the stage. It has a robot mode, a Gerwalk mode, and a alt mode. Go back to that second last picture you had there. Yeah, so the picture that's on the screen right now, this is a wild mode that this thing has. So it has, they mention here in the story that they have an extra configuration for this, which it can attach to a trailer for transportation. So basically it kind of just folds in half and then kind of gets shoved into the front of the trailer. I mean, the front of the jet still points forward, but the back of the jet also points forward. So it's definitely looks like it kind of like backed into the trailer and it's all smashed up.
It was like in Gerwalk mode and they just accidentally backed up. And
that's right. Yeah. But yeah, if you're looking at the trailer, you think this is a Rodimus Prime figure, but it is not. Yeah, it's got a bunch of different faces. You can take a look and see there.
I mean, even looking at the faces, the little kind of helmet design he has kind of reminds you of Rodimus in terms of the lightning bolts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the alt mode for the jet specifically, I think looks pretty cool. The combination, jet and trailer is ridiculous. But all in all, I think this is a pretty neat looking figure. But yeah, it's something that exists and will be available to purchase shortly. Yeah.
Do you feel like we could get a Cyclonus repaint out of it, Jet?
Totally. Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah. I don't know what the robot mode's going to look like Cyclonus, but the alt mode sure does. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, next up, I have a rumor. This is from I believe it was a Chinese forum. That's Chinese written on there. So we have here a rumor that coming up, we're going to be getting a missing link Nemesis Prime. We already have talked about the rumors about an Ultra Magnus. I mean, you have an Optimus Prime cab. You're going to do many colors. And I know I got a knockoff black Optimus Prime, like a knockoff G1. So it would be awesome to get a G1 Nemesis Prime, like a legit one. So this will be really cool if it's going to happen. If you haven't gotten the missing link Optimus, it is a fantastic figure. So,
yeah, I mean, what other colors are going to do? Piss yellow. They're going to do a nice
Pepsi
clear yellow one. Pepsi Prime. You're going to go back.
Pepsi Prime was just the trailer was different.
Yeah,
but you can do a clear one.
This one here and the Ultra Magnus seem like the absolute obvious, choices here.
You can do a gray one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sleeping
yeah.
Optimus.
Sleep mode, yeah.
Alternate universe.
Yeah.
Okay, well, another rumor it seems to be from the same Chinese leaker, I think, is that they're going to revive the MPM Masterpiece line for Takara. So the Masterpiece movie line, live action movie line, and the first figure that will be in this new revival will be Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe. So that is the rumor. No additional information about it. So, of course, take this with a grain of salt. There's not really anything else backing it up, but looks like that's the news. And no word on when this might actually be officially announced or officially confirmed, but we'll keep our eyes and ears out and let you know if we hear anything else.
All right. And from Dr. Wu, this was coming a mile away. The G1 Slugfest and Overkill figures that they did, the Brutality and Slaughter, have new color variants. So we have the Slugfest is in a like an orange with gray fins on the top, and the Overkill is in a dark green with red guns and some black accents. So actually the body's black on the Overkill and the legs are green. But this was something expected for sure.
All right. Mark Mayer has posted on Instagram again, this time giving some of the background behind Alpha Trion from the current Age of the, or what is it? What do they call it? The Age of the Primes?
Yes.
Yep. So this is cool. We've got a bunch of different images, and thought that was something neat. He was like, I hope you've been able to get a copy of the Covenant of Primus that was published a few years back. If not, you can read this one. So apparently it is still canon that the Covenant of Primus he's writing is the one that we bought. So, but I just think it's cool. The different, the pages do have like images on them or like Cybertronian writing. So that was pretty cool. Seems like a fun figure. He was talking about working with Hisui on the mold, and so yeah, it seems like Mark just has tons of fun with the figures he gets to work on. So you can check this out and get all the different pictures that he took.
Okay, next up, this was I had not heard anything about this before. I don't know if you guys had heard about this, but apparently
I believe we've talked about it.
Did we?
I remember. Yeah, I remember this.
No. Okay, then I don't know. It
was announced like last year. So go ahead. It's being released.
Okay. Sorry for forgetting last year. but yeah, so we've got M.A.S.K. The M.A.S.K is back in toy form. So yeah, the mobile armored strike command.
Yep, with a K.
Yes. So this was this, I believe this toy came out from Kenner back in the 80s, and Kenner has since been absorbed by Hasbro. But yeah, so M.A.S.K, of course, was the kind of halfway G.I. Joe, halfway Transformers toy line that occupied that niche back in the 80s, competing with the other more popular brands, because they had vehicles that transformed into kind of battle modes, and then the little human figures had masks that they used to control their special vehicles. So this has already been absorbed into Hasbro. We had a few years ago in IDW the Hasbro universe, like crossover universe, shared universe, where M.A.S.K was a part of that. And then more recently, even with the Skybound Energon universe, we got introduced to Matt Tracker from M.A.S.K being put into the Energon universe in the most recent Energon universe special from Free Comic Book Day this year. So that could be an indication that we might be getting more M.A.S.K from in some media coming up soon. But for right now, Big Bad Toy Store is announcing that you can order new M.A.S.K figures and vehicles directly from them, and this is the Loyal Subjects has licensed the rights to the brand from Hasbro and are producing these figures. So we've got the all the vehicles. We've got Matt Tracker and his Spectrum. Or Thunderhawk is the vehicle. Spectrum, I guess, was his mask. We've got Condor with Brad Turner, the BBTS exclusive mobile defense unit set with Matt Tracker and Bruce Sato, and the exclusive Scott Tracker and T-Bob figures. So Scott is, I think that was Matt's son, and then the little robot he rode around on, that was their mascot. That was their Spike Witwicky for M.A.S.K. And then the bad guys, Venom. We have I forget what that guy's name was. The helicopter, the high-tech helicopter, and that's Miles Mayhem. And it converts from a helicopter to a jet, and it has hidden missile launchers, dual laser cannons, all that good stuff. So these look really good. I mean, these do look very much like faithful reproductions of the 80s toys. So if you are a fan of
my
M.A.S.K,
question are these actually just like reproductions? Are they dated?
I think they are brand new. This is, I think these are described as like tributes to the original vehicles. So I think they are like completely new designs based on the originals, like new engineering.
Okay.
The character figures look incredible. Particularly like was it T-Bob and Scott Tracker? I mean, they look animation accurate, I think. But I'm very impressed. I had quite a few M.A.S.K vehicles as a kid and loved them.
I mean, down to the packaging even looks like perfect, right? Like it's got the Kenner logo on it.
Yeah. Alex in the chat here says that wrong one. John Warden is on the team that worked on this. So there you go.
No, I remember hearing about that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
John
that was DJ Ronan actually put that first up there.
Yeah. So John Hasbro is now John Kenner.
Yeah,
that's impressive,
and it shows. Yeah, I mean, it seems like he got to put a little passion into his work here with. Since this looks to be like a more a niche boutique thing here, so they get to spend a little bit more money. So hopefully, I mean, I hope people are excited about this and are taking advantage of this. And if you are looking for some updated Mask figures and want to check this out, go to Big Bad Toy Store and order a set.
Hopefully they sell well, because I mean there are many other really cool vehicles that were in the line that they can make. These were the most popular, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole set at BBTS is $324.99. So you can get all 4 pieces, including all the figures and everything that go with it for $325, which includes a tariff surcharge. So yeah, gotta pay that tariff.
Sigh.
So is it the you were mentioning that, is it just the big truck one? I can't remember the names of these things, but that's the only one that's the BBTS exclusive, or the whole set's the exclusive?
I read as if they got the exclusive announcement and then are selling like the set of all of them together is the BBTS exclusive. That's what
I want to know where I can find these things other than BBTS.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So I imagine if they're like places like Entertainment Earth or TF Source might have them. I haven't looked on there.
All gonna have tariffs on them.
So Canada, you can go to TitanToysWithAZ.com.
Oh.
Here, I will put in here. Let's see. So this is their news story they put out about it on the Loyal Subject site. So Big Bad Toy Store has the U.S. exclusive for pre-orders, and then they have places here for other countries as well.
Okay. Titan Toys, never heard of them.
Yeah, so Titan Toys, if you want to get, I guess you can't get the full set, but I guess that would be the SDCC.
They're all individual, right?
Yeah.
So,
but they're selling the SDCC exclusive stuff. So
yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking here at the prices of these things. So this is crazy. This is what is it here? What is it? The Rhino? Is that the name of the truck? I think it's the Rhino.
I think that's the name. I don't know. Yeah. I guess trademark reasons they couldn't use it.
BBTS has it for $174.99, and the Titan Toys has it for $169.99 Canadian. Yeah, suck it, America. We finally got you. Your tariffs. Your tariffs have screwed you. There you go. We win finally on pricing. The
tariffs are expected to be 30% for China, 10% for Vietnam, and it doesn't say where these figures are made. So,
not in North America.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, the Titan Toys has the entire SDCC set for $240 Canadian.
Wow, that's a significant savings.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, I was a big M.A.S.K fan as a kid. I've talked about it before on the show that I still have the last figure my dad got me for Christmas before he passed. I've still kept it. It's a M.A.S.K toy. And it's broken, but there's incredible amounts of sentimental value attached to it. So I'm just going to keep it. But it's, So if they remake that thing, I'll probably buy it just because. So M.A.S.K really does hold a special place in my heart. And really it is if G.I. Joe and Transformers had a baby, it would be M.A.S.K. So, Yeah, it's
and the
it's
theme
right in
song to the
wheelhouse.
cartoon is one of the best.
It's killer. Yeah. So yeah, it's if there was a line of toys out there that I was really pulling for, it is not G.I. Joe, it is M.A.S.K.
All right. Well, that's all our toy talk. It was Transformers adjacent, honest, not directly Transformers, but Transformers adjacent,
I
owned by
approved
Hasbro.
it. I approved it. I'm good. We're good.
Yeah. All right.
It's a Darryl approved topic.
Yes.
We're good. Hey, you got through all three of us. We're good.
All right. Let's move on to some trips to the store.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
All right. Trips to the store is powered by our merch store at powered by Dashery. So go to our merch store, merch.transmissionspodcast.com, and you can check out all our transmissions themed merchandise. You can also order this directly from any YouTube videos. So if you're watching our videos on YouTube, you can there are links automatically to our Dashery store, so you can order stuff directly. So that's new stuff we got set up there.
Yeah, it took way too long for them to approve that button click, but it works now. And also the store is still on sale through TFCon weekend. So even if you're not going to TFCon and you want to get a deal, the sale will end, I believe, the Sunday or the Monday of TFCon weekend. So
just order your stuff now, just so you don't. We're not sure when it ends, so just do it now, so we get it out the way.
Yeah,
and
I will say I was looking at the sales. Someone did buy a HasBlab shirt, so if you're going to be at TFCon, make sure you say hi to Darryl and Charles.
We'll be sure to get a picture if they are there.
Yeah, I want to see a HasBlab shirt.
All right, I'm gonna go first. So I don't have anything new this week, unfortunately, but I did open my classic kickback. So here it is, and he comes with Energon cubes. So, and they're spongy, soft plastic.
Okay.
So
every Transformer should come with Energon cubes.
And
how does the plastic feel on the kickback?
It's modern plastic. It's not. I have a G1 kickback. I should have dug that out in a drawer somewhere. But
does it
next time when trips to the store?
Yeah,
Charles brings out.
Well, my question is more as like the quality of it, as opposed, like, there are some modern plastics that give off that like soapy look. You know what I mean? The plastic kind of has like this white tinge to it, and the feel of it kind of feels like you can feel the hollowness to the components. Do you get that with this guy?
He seems pretty solid. I mean, yeah, he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't. Well, you can. But I think that's the original kickback was like you can see the back of his legs are hollow for for folding up the legs, and then. But he feels mostly solid.
Yeah,
and
like the torso was made of metal on the original one.
Yeah, this is not metal. This torso is not metal. It's just plastic. So it's yeah. But yeah, there he is in grasshopper mode. So one thing I do like. One thing I'm disappointed with the paint apps is you don't even get a Decepticon symbol on the chest there. So that's
you
a bit
stickers?
Annoying. No stickers at all. No.
Huh.
No. So got to go to Toyhax if you want to spruce this guy up a little bit.
Well, they'd be cheap. Stickers for them.
They're just doing Toyhax a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah. DJ Ronan, he had a Decepticon symbol in the cartoon. Yeah, he had a Decepticon symbol somewhere, either on his chest or somewhere else. So
There isn't one on the back of his head, is there?
no. Oh no, there is. Sorry. Yeah, there is one on the back of his head. I didn't see that. Yeah, it's not. It's hard. It's probably
It
hard
won't
to see.
focus.
Yeah.
When you turned him around, I thought I saw something there, and I was like, okay, well, maybe it's that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Frenzy's Red is saying the torso's metal. It doesn't feel metal. I don't know.
Maybe the
it is.
G1.
Yeah, the G1 version was metal, but I don't think this one was. I don't think this one is. I don't know. No.
Anyway, he was $9, so who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. I went back to like that in the Discord. People were saying there's other Ollie's figures, and there was a 86 Brawn, Studio Series 86 Brawn at Ollie's, but I didn't see one at my local Ollie's, unfortunately. I did see a Studio Series 86 Ironhide, the core class Ironhide. I didn't pick it up. It was $5, but I didn't want that figure, so I didn't pick it up. But yeah, don't have anything new, so I'll pass it over to Jeremy. And I guess Frenzy is Red is telling me that he has the retro kickback, so he's playing with it now. So I guess that it does.
That is G1.
It's the metal torso. Right? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's a reproduction of the G1 figure. So.
All right. Well, as you can see, I'm having less and less things behind me in the past few weeks because I'm going to be moving very soon. But I do have something to show off. I was taking boxes down and discovered that I have a Kingdom box that Hasbro had sent to us to help promote the Kingdom figures during War for Cybertron. And I still had some things in it. I'm sure I've showed it off back then, but this is what I got this week to show off. The first thing is the Beast Wars DVD. This is season 1. It's 4 discs. So these are the Shout Factory. So pretty cool. It takes up a lot less space than the Rhino box sets that I had. And then there's some prints here that they did to help promote Kingdom. Here's one with Optimus and Megatron, and I can't remember what they called that room. And this was the toy line. I don't think this was for the show. Then you have here the Ark and the Nemesis. And then the Ark crashed with a cheetah looking on. And then you have the Nemesis crashed. So I just thought these were really cool. I don't know if I'm going to frame any of them after the move, but it was, I thought the box was empty and I felt some weight and I'm like, what is this? So I had something to show off tonight. So that's what I got.
Cool. All right, Darryl, it's up to you.
Okay, well, since the our Discord is full of a lot of people showing their new versions off, I figured I would show off the original. Not just our Discord, a lot of people on the Transformers subreddit are showing them off. I've seen a lot of people doing it online as well. They're showing off their missing link Sunstreakers. I figured I'd show off the original. So I've got my original here, G1 Sunstreaker. This thing is, this was a grail for me for the longest time. I wanted a really nice Sunstreaker, and it took me a while, but I got one. So yeah, he's great. And yeah. weird looking robot, but yeah, he's a gorgeous Lamborghini Countach. I always love the real world cars in the G1 line. So so very cool that people are getting a new version of him. I'm set with the original. Also, we were talking about it last week a little bit, and I believe there's a piece of feedback regarding it, but I figured I'd pull it down and take a look and show it here. This is the Thomas the Tank Engine train robot that I've got. I don't remember who makes it, but it is supposed to be Thomas. It doesn't really look like the Thomas engine, but if you look, his shoulder pads do make the Thomas face. So yeah, it's pretty wild. It's fun. This figure, when I bought it, the Thomas face is not attached to the figure. I guess they just they could send it in as a piece that you had to attach afterwards. But if it was sold with the Thomas piece or the Thomas face attached, then it would actually violate some kind of issue or make some kind of issue. So they let you put it on afterwards. But yeah, I had to get that because I have a young one who really likes Thomas. So, but I won't let him touch that. Are you crazy?
Yeah, he loves Thomas until he pulls it apart and says, "Oh, I broke Thomas." Oh well.
Yeah. And I picked up one book last week. This is a second printing of issue number 18. This is the Jason Howard cover showing the one-armed Megatron with Laserbeak attached to him for his eyes. I saw this in the come through as the in the solicitation for that week, and I thought, you know what, this is pretty cool. I haven't been picking these up recently because it got out of hand. So, but I saw the cover image come through, and I'm like, that one's pretty cool. I'll get that one. So yeah, So anyway, he's obviously not in that condition anymore, but whatever. It's a cool looking cover, and I don't know. I like those. I like those covers. They're pretty cool. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got this week.
All right. And we got more. So Frenzy is Red / Wolfwood posted some more pictures on our Discord just to show how that Kickback has the die-cast chest, and also I've another Decepticon symbol that I missed on the on the collar there. So you can check out pictures on the Discord if you're curious.
When was the last time you went to get your eyes checked?
I need a new prescription. Apparently, I mean it's hard. It's hard to see.
It's like purple on black, right?
Yeah, it's very hard to see.
It's a good focus. Yeah.
It's easy to miss.
Yeah, I mean, you really wouldn't expect to do that color, those two colors together.
Mm-hmm. And the chest doesn't feel I mean, I don't know. I can't tell. It could be metal or plastic or whatever. I can't tell just by feeling it, but I'm trusting Wolfwood. I'm trusting Frenzy is Red. All right. That's all for Trips to the Store. Let's move on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
All right. Let's move on with some convention news.
All right. We have some TFCon Toronto news. If I can get that up. There we go. They have Chosen Prime and Fans Hobby are going to have the MB23C Hangman, which is the third in their series of they call them Predator Master Jets. Darryl, who is the figure this is supposed to be with the real name?
just drop that on me? Are you kidding me? I have no idea.
Late G1 thing.
I have him. He's right behind me, but I have no idea what the name is.
We had Dreadwing already, and I'm sure it's in the chat. It'll be there soon. But it looks fantastic. It looks really, really good. It turns into a really good-looking jet. The robot looks fantastic. So if you want it, this will be limited to 600 pieces worldwide, and it will be at TFCon for $210 Canadian. So go to the Chosen Prime booth to get that. Next up, we have the MDLX Lost Light Rodimus from it's from 3.0, and this will be at ages 3 and up and Toy Dojo. It's going to be $140 Canadian. Oh, it's going to be at the ages 3 and up booth, and I think later on it'll be at Toy Dojo online. This is a fully articulated figure, non-transforming, but it is Lost Light colored Rodimus Prime, and looks really good. It comes with multiple hands, couple guns. So check that out if you are into these non-transforming Transformers. And then the last thing we have here for TFCon Toronto is Jim Sorensen has been announced as another guest. He's writer of the ARC, the Allspark Almanacs, the Art of Transformers packaging book, which I would show off if it wasn't in a box. But we've had him on the show at least once, I think a couple times. He's a great guy. So go see him if you're at the con. He'll be the guy in the cowboy hat. And so great guy. And that is all we got for TFCon. So hope you guys have a great time. I will be here packing.
By the way, I did find it's Snare. It's the Predator Jet Snare is the name of that guy.
DJ Ronan got that in the chat too.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew that. I found a listing of all the Predators, actually, and it turns out I have them all. So ask me about all the rest of them now, too. There's 6 Predators. I have them all.
So this was the third, so I guess the next 3 exclusives, we know what they're going to be doing.
This is the third Predator jet, because they've done a Stalker already as well.
They said this is the third in their series of Predator Master Jets.
Uh-huh.
And it is fully compatible with MB-24B Wingman. So jets can combine.
So they did the MB-19C Huntsman, and that is also a Predator.
That's the one I got and have not opened yet.
Me too.
All right, let's finish up the show with some feedback. All right, just one comment on YouTube from Stuart118 Tyler. And this goes back to the Thomas the Tank Engine figure that Darryl just showed off. So he says, I guess I was talking about it, but he says, "Oh, damn, Charles, don't tell me about that Thomas the Tank Engine Hearts of Steel third-party figure." Well, Darryl's showing it to you right now. So if you want it, you maybe check online, check eBay, see if it's out there, or check the online toy stores. Maybe you can still pick it up. So,
yeah,
but yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine.
It's a cool little figure. It's pretty articulated, and it definitely it's definitely a train.
Yeah, I have the Bumblebee variant of that. I don't have the Thomas the Tank Engine one. So
same face.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for this episode of Transmissions. Next stop, TFCon Toronto. We do have alt mode this week, so we're doing a review of Transformers number 22, which should just have come out today as this show goes live. So everyone hopefully got a chance to read that. So you can hear our thoughts in a review on Friday. Listen to that as you're driving into TFCon Toronto during that day. So
yeah,
all right,
it's a good one.
Of course, just before we go, I do want to just mention, of course, we still have our Patreon, our Donatrons going. So we do want to actually acknowledge one of our Donatrons coming back into the fold. So welcome back to Quattro, who's we've hung out with at multiple TF cons in the past, and he's been a supporter for a long time. So just came back. So Quattro, welcome back.
Hell yeah.
And yeah. And of course, all those perks and rewards that come with being a Transmissions Donatron, they are back again. So everyone, get the access to our bonus show. We Like Big Bots, our our bonus episodes of Empire of Rust, and of course this week we had the regular version of Empire of Rust, episode 139, Steve Buscemi's Guide to Little Icon, and that's at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. We've still got our Toyhax Transformers #1 comic that you can order directly from our website at transmissionspodcast.com/comic. And of course, we've got our Toyhax code. So use our Toyhax code for July. The new code for July is SummerBots to save 15% off everything at toyhax.com. And take advantage of that as many times as you like. It's throughout the month of July. You can use that code. All right. Well, that's everything for this week, this episode of Transmissions. Thanks, of course, to everyone for watching and listening. Of course, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon. So that's why they get a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Forks Levengood and Steve C. You guys are awesome. And thanks to everyone else for just hanging out, watching and listening, supporting the show. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.